Hello everyone out there on YouTube. This is Spoke777 here on YouTube, and I hope you all had a happy Sabbath this weekend. I was going to talk to you a little about mine this weekend. It was actually pretty interesting. Well, I went up on Friday to see my friend up northeast from where I live. He lives about an hour and 40 minutes away. And we spent Friday a little bit in a pool. It was from his neighbor. His neighbor's nice. Now, on Sabbath, we first spent our Sabbath with some Messianic Jews. Now, these Messianic Jews are very similar to what Adventists believe, and we both believe in the Sabbath. In fact, when they start off the Sabbath, they like to go, to let it all out. Let the whole week out. Just rest as everything is completed. I thought it was very interesting. And then they fill glasses full of grape juice, and we run around clanging glasses saying Shabbat Shalom. And then they read from Hebrews 4, and some from the Old Testament and some from the New. But a lot of stuff they said was in Hebrew. It's very interesting. They don't believe everything that Adventists believe. We do have some differences. But the Sabbath is one we have in common, which is nice to have. It was funny because on Sabbath afternoon, we went to a gorge. Like, there's a park and there's this like waterfall. It was a very beautiful day that day. I mean, all people who don't keep the Sabbath, who are busy out there working or doing knows what they're doing, are missing out on a lot. So we went out there, and while we're on the trail, we saw 3 deer. We saw a mother deer and 2 baby deers. I mean, it was very, very interesting. I mean, you wouldn't get to see that if you weren't with us, and I mean, that's what I say, you know. To everyone out there who wants to keep arguing the Sabbath, well, this is some of the blessings they're missing. It's a pretty good time, you know. They can't kick it back and have some time off from the week to get away from all the business and work of life. Then what are they doing? And you can't really enjoy the Sabbath with another person if everybody's doing a different day of the week. Now, that was really fun. I really got to enjoy some time with a friend I hadn't seen in a few months, and it's pretty cool. So, hopefully later this fall we can plan on going to a camp. It'll be fun. I mean, I like to show you pictures. I actually did take pictures on my cell phone of the deer, but they were kind of shy, and we were thinking about, you know, in heaven they won't be shy. We'll be able to go up and pet some deer, maybe even ride them. That'll be fun. Ever seen somebody ride a big old buck? You know? Well, they can be dangerous, though. What I like to do is sleep next to a big old lion. But you don't get to do all this if you're not keeping the Sabbath, so I just thought I'd share that out with everyone. You know, when people are busy on Saturday, they're going to work and busy stressing out at the office while all the Sabbatarians are out there having a good time. Very good time. That's what it's for. I just wish they would realize the blessings behind it. So I recommend to people, especially user My Hope Is in Him. Well, she has got some nice eyes. I am single. I just had to do that. And I know. I'm not going to ask you for your number, so I don't have to feel embarrassed. But, yeah. But it's a pretty good time to spend out there on the Sabbath with the friends and everything. Anyhow, just go to a Seventh-day Adventist church, spend some afternoon with some of their youth, you know. At least find the ones that are not, like, forgotten what the Sabbath is about. There's always going to be people who forgot what the Sabbath is for. It becomes about legalism rather than about enjoying the rest that God has given to us as a gift. It's something tangible, something we can actually do, rather than some abstract idea. I don't get, I mean, if I just believe something and nothing really obtainable, it makes it weird. I don't even know what to say to that. Well, anyways, I hope you all, everyone else, Nomad Warrior 2007, I know you've seen pictures of my buddy on my Facebook, and you're the only, well, I think you and Lasbo and Aris, they two are probably the only ones who know my actual name. But I hope your guys' Sabbath went pretty well. And maybe in heaven we'll all get to spend the Sabbath together. Just imagine how cool that would be, rather than just through the internet. You know, if I get a better phone, we could just do like some sort of web conference. You know, have all of our friends come together on the Sabbath across the different the world. But it'd be a little interesting. A little interesting. And I mean, I love mine this weekend, so it was pretty good. Anyhow, the Messianic Jews, they do not believe all the same thing. I was talking to one of them in the car, and we were talking about the subject of hell. And I told him we believe in annihilationism. And he believes differently. He believes that some people will come out of hell because he believes hell is a place of purification where people who have sinned will be punished, but they'll eventually make it out of there and get to heaven. That does sound like a cool idea, but unfortunately, I believe that this life is hell, basically. Not everybody's enjoying the Sabbath the same. I was in a car wreck one Sabbath, right after church. But, things happen. So, anyways, hope you all had a good, happy Sabbath. And I would recommend, my hope is in him, read the book Divine Rest for Human Restlessness by Samuel Bakioki. It's a green book. I actually got to meet Samuel Bakioki. Nomad Warrior 2007. You've probably seen the picture of me and him. He came to my church about a year ago, a year and a half. It was before he died, but I'd recommend reading that book. It'll give you the reasons why to keep the Sabbath. And not just say what is the Sabbath for. Is basically what the book is about. Not trying to argue whether it exists or whether it doesn't exist. So if we all come to conclude, yes, the Sabbath is on Saturday, it's still in existence, and everyone's going to ask, now what? Or as in Spanish, ¿y ahora qué? Or, like, now what? So, anyhow, hope you all enjoyed it, your Sabbath, and maybe we could get together and talk about how you spent your Sabbath. It'd be great, if Bengali hears about, 3 deer, count it, 1, not just 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should show you on my cell phone, but pictures, you may not be able to see them too well. But it was pretty good. Oh, I did get to see this guy with hair very similar to mine this weekend. It's a great day to spend with friends, I tell you. I've got a picture of the dam. I'll show you the if you can see. Not very well, unfortunately. Phone is kind of impossible to see. But anyways, hope you all had a happy Sabbath, and this is Book 777 here on YouTube. Have a good day, and God bless.